So okay, hi there and welcome in another video. This video will be about Photoshop and about making textures. I won't go into code, I think, at all. I will just show you what I want to make, which is a here. So here is some guy's video from the Mortal Kombat. I muted the sound, and you see that I want to make this map, and you see that there is a train passing by, a lot of animations in the background. For example, there is a phone ringing. There is a sound of ringing phone. It rings not every single time, but there is just occasional thing. So yes, that's it, and there is a question how to make it, how to do that. So you'll see that the Mortal Kombat, pretty much the Mortal Kombat 9, it is a 2D game, but it acts like a 3D game a little bit. You know that when the camera moves around, it really changes the background, changes it, and so on, which in my opinion will be really hard to do in a XNA. I don't have definite idea on how to do that, so I decided to make just blank 2D map which we will be playing on, and this is what I'm gonna do here, and pretty much just hopefully teach you something with the Photoshop, give you an idea how the sprites are done, how you should really do the sprites, and so on. So first of all, just think about it. So when I again show this up, we see that if we want there a train animation, we would like to make the map not like only one image, but make it assembled from different more layers. Let's say that the really background layer that will be drawn at the first time will be some really background, here the wall really in the behind. Then will be drawn a layer for the train, which will be theoretically passing by, but there will be just if clause, so if the train is not passing by, it will not be drawn, obviously. Then we will draw the pylons, because they are really over the train. We don't see the train, we see the pylons. And then will be drawn the floor. It may be attached to the pylons, and over it will be drawn our characters. So this is the idea. We will have one layer for the entire background, like the wall in the back, then layer for train, so that's 2 layers, and layer for pylons, 3 layers. So we will have 3 layers, possibly a few more. For example, some animation if something falls. I don't know, here the light might fall, whatever. We can write whatever we want. So now I will move to the Photoshop. You see that I've got here some kind of wall. This is assembled from squares of wall that are put next to each other. You might see there is something like a glitch here. So this will be the really back picture, the wall that will be displayed in the really bottom layer. So now we don't want it to be just stupid wall that looks like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? Yeah, okay, one more thing. My game resolution is 1200 to 800 pixels. So this is a image of resolution 1200 to 800. You should every single time select some resolution for your game. In XNA you just have to then type that it is gonna be full screen, everything is done for you, and it's displayed full screen, so that's alright. So now we've got it. So here is the wall that might be the background layer. Here in another file I've got some prepared stuff. You see I played with the frames, textures. I prepared out the pylon or whatever it is. So here is our here the wall that in my opinion looks pretty stupid, because if it would be there, it should be old, terrible, stupid. I mean, really the old um, wall in the old subway. So to do this, we will find on a Google. We go to images maybe, and we might find something like a metal, rusty metal, and yeah, you see that there is a lot of stuff here. Mm. So for example this, okay, so we take this texture, copy it, and paste it here. Now you maybe don't understand what I'm doing, but you will realize it soon. So we want to get off the yellow color and keep just the rusty shits here that will be later on scaled and making the wall really old, rusty, and so on. So we go to a selection and the color range, and we select this, and we see here the white stuff will be selected, so we press OK, and we've got selected the white stuff. We press delete key, and we now have only just the rusty stuff. So if I hide the wall, we have just some, yeah, you see some texture that is pretty, yeah, it's yellow, so it shouldn't be yellow. We go to picture, adjustments, and desaturate. So we get a black texture, or black, well, whatever. We go to the wall, and we go as well to picture, adjustments, desaturate. We zoom out, and we select the rusty entire texture. This is done by selecting this tool, the selection, holding Control key and clicking on a picture here, on the relay picture. And now we've got a selection. We right click, go to free transform, hold shift, and then resize it. So we will be able to resize it only with the ratio, which is pretty cool. So we resize it, and we move it. Let's say it will be, and now we can resize it freely, so let's say like this. So now you might say, oh my god, that looks absolutely stupid. It really does. But bear with me, we will make it a little bit better. For that we will use a eraser. We go to eraser, the normal one please, and we make it a little bit bigger, let's say like this. And we here go to opacity I think. I guess that's the overlay, how much it deletes. If it's 100, it deletes everything. So we set it, let's say, to 11 and start playing around. So you see it doesn't do a lot. So change it to 30, and now it does. So just play around, make it a little bit less visible. Delete it really, yeah, as much as you want. That's not really important. So now you see it looks a little bit better, huh? I guess. So, yes, somewhere it might be really, yeah, just randomly. You see that here it might not be visible at all. So now we have some rusty, yeah, here it looks pretty stupid, so let's make it disappear everything. So now we have our wall that is pretty old. It should be old. But now it's not really enough, so we might put in another texture. So let's say crack. Oh, I mean cracks. So let's say this crack. It might be pretty cool, or something like this one could be good. So copy it, paste it here, and do the same thing with this really. So selection, color range, and this time the black color. So now we've got it. We go to the tool, we resize it. Oh, what the hell? Did I select the wrong one? No. What the hell is wrong? So we selected free transform. Nice. There was some glitch, and we make it really over the entire wall. And now you see it looks pretty absolutely stupid, we don't see anything at all. But this texture can be used later on, for example, for windows, so that the windows will be cracked or something will be really old, cracked, and so on. So we name it crack, and we press Ctrl G to make a copy, and we hide the crack, and we have the copy here. So we take the copy, and we want it to make a little bit less visible. It might be, we make the eraser really the biggest, so we don't even see. Yeah, when we now click, it's gonna be lighter at all places, all spaces. So now you see it's barely visible, but I want it to be a little less visible. So make it let's say 8%, and really, yes, you see. So off we go, and this is just, it is barely visible, but you see that now it is no longer just a really wall that is just, yeah, you see, this was the previous texture, and now we've got this texture, and it looks pretty cool, like old, and that's what we want, exactly what we want. So that's it. We might add some extra stuff to it, but yeah, this is how the textures are really done. So we might file, save it, and I will make a new file in the, I should save it to arenas subway, and I'll make here a subway actual, because the subway file here contains only the pylons and so on. Ooh, yes, so to make this a little bit more organized, we make here a new folder. It's a group, but I call it folder. Name it wall, and we put in all of this. Put it inside. And the good thing about this is that when you click here the eye on the wall group, it hides pretty much everything, the entire wall. So now we have our wall. We might be able to make it a little bit better in future, but yes. So this is the wall, but we also need something like yeah, really the floor that will be there. For the floor, I'm not really sure, but let's make another group and name it floor, and add in a new layer. New layer 8, and let's make here a rectangle, so a little bit bigger. Yeah, I guess like this. It might be it. This might be the floor, so we mark it somehow. So let's make here a black color, for example, so we know that this will be the floor. Of course, we have to put there some textures and so on. From the another Photoshop file I've got here the pylon already prepared. So I copy all the textures. So first texture here, and second texture here. So you see that it is now in the floor. So we move it out. Not this, and this is it. So now I should make here a new group, which will be a pylon, and remove the pylons here. You might wonder what is the second texture, but I will show you. You see, it's a gradient I created, so it's going from black to transparency, and it is used on the top of the pylon, so that wow, I can't assign it, are you kidding me? So that the pylon really disappears in black, because otherwise it would be like this, really stupid. So I created a gradient, so make it really nicely disappear. Nice. So when I now zoom out, it should be pretty fine, you see. And there will be a black black top of the map. I have to check it on the video. So you see there is a black top, the really where are the lights and so on. So we should really make this pylon a little bit smaller. So to make this, we will link those two layers together, which what it does that you are now moving both layers, but they are not in one layer. You might unlink them. So yes, let's make here another group. Not in the pylon, we move it out, and it will be really the top, let's say the top of the map, where will be lights and so on, just to have a, oh my god, I don't want it in the pylon, I want it to move, what the fuck, something is really wrong here. Wow, no way, no way, I can't assign those, god damn it. Nice. Yes, so here is the top, and in it we don't have anything yet, so put there a new layer 11, and we make here, let's say, the top part, which will be, let's say, this. It might be good, so again make there a gradient or something like that. So now we see that this is gonna be the top. It might be a little bit wider, I guess. So this is gonna be the top. Oh my god, what the hell is, yeah, nice. So this is gonna be the top, and yes, so the pylon will be over that. Why is it moving inside? I don't want it inside. Nice. So the pylon is now moving over it, so it's now it's visible, you see. So the pylon, we want the pylon to be let's say a little bit less, a little bit smaller, so it will be later on resized. But the idea is that there will be a train passing by. So now what we need a ground which will do the main part of the real game. So I'm not really sure about this, because when I looked for a floor, it didn't find anything pretty much suitable. Well, please keep in mind that we might do whatever we want in Photoshop with the, hey, this might be awesome. Wow, this is awesome texture. Hopefully it's big. Yeah, it's really big. So when we move it here, we also might have a background texture for something else. This is pretty cool. Yeah. So move it a little bit. We will move it to the floor. So we've got it here on the floor. We will hide the pylon, we will hide the top as well as the wall, because we don't want to be confused. So now what we've got here is only the floor. Why is that shit still showing up? Oh my god, that's somewhere, it's in the pylon or top, floor. Yeah, it's in here, but I have no idea why is it there. That's a copy of the crack. It should be in the wall, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should be in the wall. Yeah. So we hide the wall, and now we have the floor only. We move those layers, so we see only the floor. So let's now choose the best part of the floor. So we want it to be a little bit more perspective. Well, anyways, so let's make it, this part might be good in my opinion, because so we cut off the part of it, we make a selection of this pretty much part, and we Control C and Control V, make a new layer and delete the previous one. So now we have here a part of the floor. We might delete this part because we already have the floor here. So no deal. Um, so you see that it's getting constructed, but it still doesn't look really good. What we want here is pretty much to make here a really for the train part. So let's hide the hide the pylon because it's making me nervous. And you know that when we have a look at the original, yeah, it's really fading to the black. So really the background wall is not visible so much. It is a really dark and it's barely visible, and it really should be barely visible. So we go to we select the wall. All right, we go to picture sorry, image adjustments, and picture, well, image color range or color something. I have no idea how is it in English because it's stupidly in my language. So we get to this dialog and we just make it a little bit darker, which is not really hard to do. So we barely, now it really breathes at you, I think. Looks pretty cool. So okay, and you see that those overlays here are quite stupid, so we make the same thing for them. We might want it really black or white, like really, this would be stupid, I think. So make it something like between, so maybe this might be good, like, yeah, really. This, these cracks, also adjustments, and it might be white, but I think it will be, oh, what the hell, I have to select it. Ooh, picture, yeah. So here, you see that when I make it really dark, it really shows up there. So make it a little bit like so, and this is like enough. Like we should be able to see it only barely. So like so maybe, so yes, it should be really light effect that you, yes, you don't even notice it so much. So it should be like this. So now we see there are some shits, white shits. That will be solved later on, I have to realize. Yeah, it's in the wall, pretty much here. But it will be done later on, no rush. So that's it. So now move on to the pylons, and yes, we have to resize that. I don't know whether I can resize it like linked. I can't resize it like linked. So we have to make a copy of this. I will name it a black top, which will be, this is really the black top, you see, black top of the pylon. So the pylon should be under the black top, just to create the nice yeah. So now we've got here the black top, and what we want to do is to resize the pylon. The pylon will be resized. I will just take the part of the black top which was, yeah, and I delete it because there is no really need for it. It's nice like this, like it fades, and we put those both together, and then I resize that. So free transform, we hold shift, so we really, yeah, and you see that it might be here like a pylon. Yeah, that would be good, I think, yeah. And you see that here is a part of it as well, so we might want to delete that. What? Why is it still showing up? Yes, because I have to make here 100. And yeah. So you see that it pretty much works. The pylon is there. There is some shit that might be deleted later on, but the pylon is there. It pretty much works. Looks, I think, pretty cool. But now to have a look, we have to make the train, because you see there is a, it's just really dark map. It's just lighted by the lights on the top here, and as well this looks pretty stupid in my opinion. It really does. So what we want to make is make from the top here, not to make it like stupid black strip, but make it like nice transparent, I don't know what, yeah, really to fade it into the other thing. So oh my god, I don't know how to explain that. Really make it fade, not really here stupid strip. So we select this, we select here the top and make sure we have it selected in layers. And for that I use a filter, blur and Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur is pretty awesome. It makes all those stuff for you. You see it looks now much better. So let's say okay, and we've got it, so it looks pretty cool. However, it now no longer corresponds with this one, so we might want to move the top a little bit here and add here some extra black stuff because it doesn't really matter anymore. Got it? So yeah, that's it. The top should be over the pylon because no, the top should be right here. So it is now over the pylon, so that might work. So that's it, and we've got the pylon, we've got the top. Here will be some stuff, and the floor here, you see, it's looks pretty stupid, and to be honest, after this pylon here, behind it, there it should be getting darker and darker. So how to do that? This is pretty much same. We don't really have to do anything yet because we have got it done on the top here. We copy this layer also with the blur here we made. We copy it and we paste it into our floor group here. So now we select it. No, we don't have to select it. We just move it right here. So you see that it starts creating the effect pretty much. So all we have to do now is to just cut off the piece of it. So what we have to select is the really range of it. Let's say like so. Yes, so now we have selection of the floor and we cut it off from this strip we just have. We create a new layer and we delete the previous one. So you see that it, oh, not this one, we have to select this layer. So you see that when I move it here now, it creates the effect of that really the wall, I mean, it is really creating hopefully the effect of 3D a little bit. So now I want the range a little bit bigger, so I select this again, the selection, and make sure that here is the add selection. We add some few selections, so let's say that I want the shadow to be just to here, and we go to a filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. And for this purpose, we will just, you see this is at the beginning, so just make it a little bit more blurred. So yes, like so, maybe grading. Yeah, this might work, hopefully. So it just pretty much creates No, that was stupid, so undo that. Well, I want the range to be bigger, so mm, yeah, this is the question how to do that really. uh Fuck, there is a problem with those mm, blurs, because they just blur it, they don't do anything else. So what I want to do, I better back up this layer, the yes, I back up it, and I make it not visible. So now I might do whatever I want with this. So I make here a selection. So let's say that I want the shadow to go just to this, or maybe just to this state. Fuck. Just to here will be the shadow just slowly going, alright? And now I get here a color, and I make here like 59, and I make it like so. So now it looks absolutely stupid. I agree, but we will go to filter, blur, and or Gaussian blur, and we make it a little bit more like so. So let's say that it's created a no. What we want to do is make here another pretty much black part. So the blur just smudges it. So here will be absolutely black part, and here will be really the white part. So to give you the idea, now I add to selection this part. Oh, sorry, this part. So what happens that it is gonna blur it. Here it will be really the black one. Here will be some middle, and here will be white. So here will be really blurred. Put it here. So filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. And now just play with the values. So now it looks, oh wow, that looks pretty awesome. Wow. So you see that now it's here darker really, but we can make that better. And the shadow is really, yeah, that's pretty awesome. So okay, and now we've got our shadow. In comparison to the previous one, to this one, I think this one looks pretty cool. And also we need here, because you might see at the end there is still part of the floor texture, which is quite stupid. So I make this visible and select it. Well, we might select it and go to blur, Gaussian blur, and you see now it looks pretty cool, like from the darkest to middle one and to nothing. One more thing I want to do is to select it once more, go to blur, Gaussian blur, and make the value really. What the hell? Yes, I'm doing it at the wrong. I have to select this one, really. I selected wrong one, so filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and this is the default one, alright? So now we blur it a little bit more. So yeah, guys, this might be it. Okay, and you see that it created here some stupid strip that looks pretty awesomely stupid. So we might delete that. Delete. And we also delete it from the floor. So now we created like pretty cool, in my opinion, effect of the shadow, and when we hide the wall we see that it pretty much looks, I think, cool. There will be question with the wall, because if you can see in here, there might be another part just for the train, and then there will be a wall. So what we want to make here, there will be absolutely um, mm, 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 mm. Well, give me a second to think it over, because this here is a yeah. So let's create here a new layer here. This will be the train part, and it will be just really, it doesn't have to be so yeah, it doesn't really have to be. Wait. I put those two shadows together, but first of all I delete here in this shadow this strip, so it doesn't look so stupid. So I put those two shadows together because they are pretty cool and I won't need them separate. So we now have here a pretty cool shadow. We copy this shadow and paste it, and we now move it like here. So if you follow the idea, that would be the part for the train. So there will be the train just yeah, really running, maybe, and so on. So it might be, for example, here, and then there will be the wall. So we go to wall, show it up, and make a selection of this, add to it some, well, we don't really have to, because the wall will be every single time there. That was a stupidity. So now this will not be shown from the wall, because there will be the train really going through. So what I want to do is to make here somehow, I have no idea how, to tell the user that there is pretty much the area where the train is going, where it is really running, and so on. So it might be done by creating here some lighting strip. So let's make it, wait, make it like 1 pixel width, sorry, height. So it might be like so, and we will color it, of course, with some really bright color. So let's say make it yellow, which really is the strip. It is the strip that tells the people that they shouldn't be passing there. So we might do that. Oh, are you kidding me? No way. Sorry. So I deleted, and I will have a look at the Google what we've got here. Whew. So we will look for a yellow black strip, which something like this I want to implement there. So this might be absolutely awesome, and this is pretty much what I want to put there, or maybe this. But this is pretty cool in my opinion. So maybe some shadow. This has a shadow, so it might be pretty awesome. Yes, just copy this and paste it here. So now comes the thing of deleting the yellow, the white shit, of rotating it, and name it here in the layer. Rename the layer to warning strip. What the fuck, strip. And well, to be honest, maybe you are surprised that I do such a things and waste my time by doing pictures, but I really like it. I'm glad that I don't really have to code, because yeah, that's like when you are tired of coding, you might go ahead and do some pictures. and that's pretty much it. So now we've got here the strip, and we want to make it much smaller, so transform, free transform, and make it like so. You see that alright, the stripes really skewed, which is not what we want exactly. So we go to free transform, and here select skew, or maybe no, perspective, sorry. And what you are gonna do is to make it a little bit like so. Yeah, for the perspective. And free transform again, make it a little bit smaller. So now you'll see that the perspective is really created, in my opinion. So that's it. And we now want to make it much wider. Not really by resizing it like so. The strips might be like so, like near to each other. So okay, we've got it, and we want to make the strip really long. So that's quite easy to do. We just copy the warning strip and move the copy. Make sure it corresponds to the previous one. For this we should zoom a little bit inside. You don't really have to trouble yourself about it, but in this case it will be just get a I will make it nice, because it might be visible, this one might be visible. So we make it a little bit less stupid. So just play here around with the eraser, maybe taking the color, taking a pencil if I find it, making it here, because that's it, just yeah. And also smudging it a little bit, because yeah, we have to smudge it just a little bit. Now it should be pretty much alright. So when we zoom out, it's pretty cool. You can't say you can't say where it ends. Maybe at this point, but yeah, not perfect. And make it pretty much same way. Copy this, paste it here, move it, and make it correspond to the previous one. Yes, and that's it. We see that it created here. I put those two together, so we've got them together, and here we see that stupid pixel here is really visible. So what we want to do is to smudge it really gently, smudge it together, no rush. So now when I show it, yeah, it's much better. So now delete the strip we created here and copy just those two. So copy it, paste it, put it here, and yeah, so now we've got it. It might be quite long in my opinion. So let's check the length. It's not long enough. So this time it will be alright. We just copy the entire one, paste it here, and make it a little bit longer. So on this side. So yes, this is pretty much how the textures are done. In my opinion, pretty funny. Well, I like it, really, to be honest. So now it also looks quite stupid, so no worries. We will put those two together as well, make sure we did the right layers, and we will use our trusted smudge tool to make it nice and clean. So yes, that's it. And now it should be really the right length. We check it. So you see, that's the right length. So we might put it in here. So you see, in my opinion, it looks pretty cool. But we need to make it less formal, so free transform and make it a little bit smaller, really. Now it is visible, but yes, we see we don't really want it to be so big, so visible. Users should just barely notice it, because those are the details that are not yeah, so perspective again, and make it a little bit like so. So might be it. So yes, off we go. So this is it. Well, I think that one was better. A little bit, yes. So skew it just a little bit. So perspective, free transform, perspective, and just a little bit. It's not really. Yeah, to the left, right. So now we've got it. We've got here the strip, and we might feel free to put there black. Or whatever, pretty much black or whatever texture. So here is the warning strip. I don't know what's this. I don't want to delete it if I don't know what is it. That's a new layer, so right. So this we renamed to a warning strip, so we know what it is. And here we've got our transparent something, which might be done a little bit better. So all we have to do now is to take the top here and copy it, because it might be useful. So copy it to the floor and paste it here. Remove it a little bit, so it might be here. And you see it pretty much is cool in my opinion. It might be resized, but we might delete this one, the previous one, which was pretty stupid. So this will be it, and all we have to make sure is that the strip pretty much is visible. So delete this part from the top, so you see it's more shiny. That's what we want. So this is it, and now just think about the thing you want there. So I would say that we have to make a new layer again. This time we just delete it, delete the content, and I will take the floor, make a copy here and put it under it. So just like this, take this part. Oh god damn it. Now I'm pretty much, yeah, now I have to get rid of this. So nice. So you see that now we've got here the part here, but what I will do, I will put it behind the gradient. So here is the gradient, and here is the floor. The floor pretty much has some transparency, which I don't know why, but we might be able to delete it like so, no problem. So put it in down here, and over it will be this. The warning strip, however, should be on the top, so it is visible. So we see that we created, yeah, just delete the part of it. You just have to play with it. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, you see, there is a part that I have to delete. So now it looks pretty cool in my opinion. So pretty much this is it, and when I show the wall, this is how it's gonna look like. But what we also have to do is to put there another warning strip to just let make it understandable. So put the warning strip, make a copy and put it here. So now we understand it, and I hope pretty much everyone understands that there is gonna be the train really. Now, because it's more in the back, and then it's getting darker in the back, we are gonna go to a picture adjustments, and yeah, make it a little bit darker. So you see it doesn't shine so much because it's in the back really. So that should create the effect that it is really in the back. So that's it. We've got it hopefully, and yeah, maybe you see that here the floor that is here supposed to create the something like that. It might be a little bit darker, so it shouldn't be so noticeable. So picture adjustments and make it a little bit darker. So yeah, like this. Alright, so now it's just decent, I would say. So this is shiny, this is not so shiny because it's in the back. There is a pylon. The pylon pretty much looks awesome in my opinion. There is a wall in the back, it's old, and this everything should be pretty much saved. So now what we have here? We have here a wall. What the hell? You see there is a, with the strip there is a pixel of, yeah, that shouldn't be. So the warning strip should be moved. I can't move it by 1 pixel, are you kidding me? Have to make it really zoomed in, then we move it. So now it's perfect, and that's it. So we barely see the second strip. So we have here a wall that will be drawn. There should be some other, pretty much, there is not a wall. There should be a, well, why not, who cares really. So now we see that pretty much works. Yeah, I think it looks cool, but yeah, I don't know whether to make there another floor, but I think this might be better, but then there shouldn't be the strip, but then it would look pretty stupid, so yeah, make it like so, never mind. So this is it, and here will be our heroes really playing. Here we've got a top, and here we've got a pylon, our trusty pylon, which gets the transparency automatically by the top. So I don't think so, that's quite yeah. So here is the pylon, and yeah, we should extract more types of pylons. If we have a look at the original really game, we see that there is a pylon, for example, that has a here some, yeah, it's really different. I mean, what I want there is the phone booth. I mean phone booth, like yeah, box where you have a phone and you might call someone. That might be pretty cool when it would be ringing. So now just have a look at those. We would like to take the, yeah, the light. We would like to have a light here. So try to take this light, cut it off. It will look quite stupid, but don't worry. So from this layer will be better, and paste it in. So we've got our here light source, which I have to resize. So first of all, before we do something, we will make a copy and name the layer light and hide it, and we will take care of this one. So free transform, and we want to make it really bigger. We want a perspective. We want to make it like so. So if we now resize it, might look like this. It looks pretty stupid, I guess. Yes, it does really. And in my opinion, it doesn't really look like a light source a lot. Well. This is stupid. Okay, so don't really mind the light source for now. And here we go. So we should make the metro picture. So I've got here from internet something, but to be honest, getting the picture of train was really the hardest part. We might delete this group. Oh, yes. We might delete this group because we no longer need it. The pylon might be deleted as well. So here we see just there is an entire picture of the subway. So this is a picture from the internet. It's a metro, well the train really. So what I have to do is to cut this off and put it here. Oh, what the hell? I wanted to cut it out of this layer and put it here. So you see that the picture is really qualified. It's really big quality, and you see that the doors here are kinda screwed up. It was because the name of the picture was a host door, and now you see the head of man and there is a head of someone. So what I want to do will be to use our cloning thing and clone that. So we delete those, the head and pretty much everything that we don't want there. So you see it works. Well, so this is it, and also here the head. We don't want the head there, we want just nice metro, which without people inside us. So you see that the cloning, that's my favorite tool, cloning tool, because it allows you to pretty much do everything nicely without any problems really. You might do whatever you want with it in the way that doesn't really matter that there is a guy standing, for example, in front of the picture. You might just use the cloning stuff and it's everything solved. You might, oh never mind, just talking shits. Yeah, so smudge it a little bit to get a nice yeah. Now we should make here a selection so we do not harm the window part, and within this selection we will use the cloning stuff and clone this to get this off. And you see that we didn't get out of the selection, So that's it. When we now zoom out, you see that there is no one really, and it looks pretty cool. There is some shit in there, so clone it again to make it nice. Because yes, this picture have to be really masterpiece. It must be cool, it must be detailed, must be amazing, because that will be pretty much the map. So we will clone this part, for example. Yeah, clone it. So that's it. Yeah, don't forget to save it. And there is no one in the window anymore, and we might then copy the window to get the window somewhere else, for example here. We might make it also bigger, better, and so on. But first of all, we have to make those doors. The doors are really they are transparent, which was pretty much point of the picture. That's why it was on the Google, like ghost metro. Well, I don't know. So what we have to do is to use this texture like for the door maybe, and pretty much make our own layout. So we see that here is the part of the door that will be the middle part of the door. So we have to select it. Just do this. And make it adjustments. Where is it? Yeah, adjustments, and make it a little bit darker. Wow, I can't. Are you kidding me? So we have a problem, Houston. No, we don't. Our Photoshop is gonna help us. So yes, if it is fucked up, it is fucked up, but I will do it anyways. So in this case it will be just a little bit more work. So take a lasso, I mean the normal rectangular tool, and select the part of the door that should be really black, which is this middle. And all we have to do is to just go to adjustments and make it darker. So like this, it might do that. Maybe really darkest, but I don't really feel like doing it. We might do it darkest because otherwise we will see. Yes. So that's it. And now we need the texture of this, of the really, yeah, this one. So we copy this, and we will make our new door, which will be quite more interesting. We move it here, and you see that we have to make the door really. So we hide it for now. We need a selection of the door. So this will be a little bit more tricky and hard to do, but we will use our rectangular selection tool, and we might, oh, this was stupid. So you see that I'm gonna do it like so, but I might include this part because it's not really transparent a lot, so it might be used. Just to this point, and then we get here to make it done. So now we have our selection of window or of the one door, and all we have to do is do one door and then flip it to make the entire door. So we will copy it and make a new layer. So you see, I created just a new layer of it. So I will hide the rest to not to confuse you. And now just what I want to do, just easy, nothing really hard. I select this and make a selection of from this, so Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and delete the previous one, so I have it shaped pretty much suitably to the door. So that's it. Nothing really hard, but the door will be quite stupid like this, you see. So first of all, the number should be deleted, for which I will use, oh god damn it, I will use the cloning stuff. So you see that's quite a work. Oh god damn it, we'll make it bigger. Why to fuck with it? God damn it. Shitty work. Yeah, it really is shitty work. So you see that I'm cloning it like so. And that will be it pretty much. That's it. So now you see there are some same dots which might be visible. So take a smudge tool and really briefly and carefully smudge it, but make sure we don't disturb it. So now we've got it. This is done as well. So the door will pretty much might be done. So all we have to do now is to cut the window, really. So it might be like this. You see it looks pretty cool. Well, hopefully. So first of all, we need to cut from the original image here this part, which will be used later on. You will see that. So I select it like so and copy it. Now I might move it. I have to put it. Now I might move it freely. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it here next to the door, really. So it will be like this. Yes. It will be done later on, adjust it and so on. So just copy it and make it really like so, I guess. And once again, so just to the top. Now put all those three layers together to create a one strip, and this is it. So now we've got it. Go to adjustments and make the picture adjustments, image adjustments, and make it a little bit darker, so we might have it alright. So this is it. It looks stupid, but who cares, really? Yeah, who cares? No way, it looks really stupid. Delete it. So this is it, and into the door we will make a window, because you see there is a window. But how to do that? That's really easy. We will use this window here, which is exactly the same, but we will just make it then smaller. So cut it off entirely, paste it here, and we need to cut off those stuff around and also the stuff inside. So for this, maybe, wow, god damn it, I don't want to mess around with this. God damn it. Ooh, magnetic lasso helps us, maybe? Yeah, yeah, obviously it does. Without any problem. So yeah, we cut it off. So yeah, as you see it, cut it off. Oh fuck, it cut it off pretty much good. It looks good, but there is some shit around, so that will be deleted. So now we have our window, our own window, and we need to make here this transparent inside, which will be done by deleting the inside, which is done by using the lasso again. Here it screwed up a little bit, but I don't care. So now we have to make it a little bit more better. So a little bit better, I wanted to say. So all we have to do is just to use the normal lasso and select these shits, put it off. So this is it, and as well as here. Yeah, so it might work. God damn it. Nice, come on. Okay. So don't really trouble yourself about those. You know, it doesn't. There are some sharp edges. It is quite visible, for example, here. But that's not really a problem, not really big deal, because user will not notice it anyways. Now, please realize that the train is gonna be just passing by. It will be moving and it will be really fast. So, no really problem. User will not really maybe notice the train at all. So, we just have to make the window, let's like this, and move it here. We show our new door here, and we have to cut off the part in it. So I will add to the selection the inside and cut it off from this door, so it is now visible. And you'll see that the window there the window there is visible, and it's pretty cool. So now I don't know what's this, but yeah, I think that's backup. Getting lost in textures. Yeah, I guess it was a backup. So here we are. We have got the doors done somehow. In my opinion, it looks pretty cool, but you might say that those are not in the door. I'm not sure really about it, so let's Google a door to see how it looks like. So a train, oh no, metro door, and we see that, oh fuck, it is there are not those, there is just the strip and so on. So nice. So we will delete this strip out of it. So for this we will use our cloning tool. You might say we just want, so we have our door, our cloning tool. You might say that we just want to make some gradient or some coloring. Yeah, it might be possible, but to be honest, oh what the fuck, this is just, I think, the better way, because it also occupies some shadows and so on. So we now see, I don't know what's wrong with this really. I want to make it also here. Yes, nice. As well as here. Yes, it looks stupid, but don't really worry about it, because it will later on be smudged. So the smudge tool really does the work, don't worry. So like so, and off we go. Now for the funny part, smudge it, make it a little bit bigger, and no, not like this. You see, we don't wanna screw up the texture. We just want to make it really gentle. Gentle, nice smudging. Nice. So yeah, let's say it looks stupid, and even here it looks stupid. God, that is stupid. Hmm. Well, I will leave it like so for now. So you see that we have our door here. We have to put inside the window, so we might want to put those together, so we now have the door. The entire yeah, train is, yeah, here you see here is something wrong. It might be changed in the train here, so just make this dark with black, everything will be alright. Yeah, so when I now have a look at it, it's nice. It doesn't look so stupid, and realize that it will be moving really fast, um, will be really fast. So now those door will be, yeah, the window is not aligned correctly. God damn it! I just screwed it up completely. So I have to undo some changes. So we have here our window. God damn it! God damn it! This is really bad. Okay, so align the window to make it really good, nice. So it might be, I guess, in the middle. So yeah, now it might be really good. And yeah, there is some shit, you see. That's stupid. So we take this from the, yeah, train and try to move it here, just to, really. So yes, you see here, and we select the window again. We put another selection into it. The really train will be selected. Not train, the window. We delete it. No, we don't delete. God damn it! What I'm doing. We delete this one. It won't be visible. And yeah, so now it's pretty much alright, except here. So we just take eraser, put it to 100 and erase it off. So this is it, and we erase it just to this point. Where is the block? So yes, that's it. As well as here, you might want to. Yes. Oh no. Goodness. So yeah, I guess this is really done. My opinion, pretty cool. So that's it. We've got the train. We want to put this to the door, as well as, yeah, this to the door. Assemble it together. So now we have our door. When we zoom out, we should be satisfied. I think I am satisfied because it looks pretty cool, except those shits inside. Well, but who cares? So this window right here will be added to the door, so we have the door completely done. And we copy it and paste it. Oh, sorry. we copy this and paste it. Oh, I want to copy this layer. So we copy this door and we press free transform and we flip it vertically. So when I then move it here, it might be good. Just align it a little bit. So you see it looks pretty cool, except one thing that it is not really nice here. But it will be done, don't be afraid. It will be done maybe by skewing it, so select it, free transform and perspective. Make it like so. Yeah, it will look pretty cool. Nice. It's done. So yes, we've got it finally. Nice one. So our train with door. The door looks pretty cool. It looks even like a metal door. So we did it. And now just to make the entire train, so we see that there is a black transparency. That's pretty cool. It might help us. Yes. Now to make the entire train, so we might put the train with the door together. So now we have it. Well, now we have it like the entire train, which is pretty cool. So that's it. From this picture we will delete this part, which is obsolete, and yeah, further changes will be done in future. So how the train should be looking like? It should be a two door and one big window. We are not able to put it in here because it's really big, so we will resize the picture, free transform, and we resize it. So let's say that the train will look like so, really, because this is what is visible when it comes to E. It will be like this maybe, or maybe a little bit smaller. So yes, that's it, like this. So we have our train, which will be moving like so. Yeah. So now just make the window, make it nice. For this purpose, we won't do really something miraculous. We will just take this part of the train and we will just copy it and move it, which will... Oh, are you kidding me? Didn't expect this. Okay. So at least we will take... Well, we want the window. So take the window. Shit, I need the window. Okay, so get it again, doesn't matter. Well, fuck it. So get the window again. Yeah, I didn't have to put it inside. So we have here a window and cut off everything again. It's no problem. Quite fastly done. So yes, you see it with the lasso. It's pretty easy. We will be able to color the train later on. To be honest, we will be able to, for example, make each we will save the train like only just a picture of the one wagon, I mean, yeah, of this, and we will just then draw it multiple times behind it, behind the previous one, so it will create a really train, and there will be, for example, 5 of them. Well, that will be in future. So now we've got it like so. One more thing. Yeah, so fuck. Wow, I hate this. So I don't know how long am I doing it yet? Maybe an hour, 2 hours. Well, maybe hour and a half. I would say hour and a half because yeah. Okay, so now we've got it. Hopefully, yes, it's done. So nice one. So now we've got here the window again. This time I will back up it because I really will need it maybe. So window, copy, and hide it. So here we have our window, which we will resize. So retransform and resize it like so. Wow, really? Not at all. Okay, that will be quite trickier. We will do it like an idiots. So make a half. Well, first of all, we have to move it the right way, I think, to rotate it to be nice. Yeah, now it's nice, I guess. So take a half. So here we have the half. That would be, for example, somewhere here because it will be bigger. And this one will be here. We delete from it this part because it's no longer important. And we copy this. And what we will do, we will just move it. Well, we might make it really, it doesn't matter. So move it to make the so you see few more. And off we go. That's it. So now we assemble it together, and here is the other part, which will be like so. So we have our window. Congratulations. So now we have the window, and now comes the question how to make the rest. Well, I would really copy it. Don't really trouble with it. So this entire part of the train, copy it, and align it perfectly because it must be perfect, pixel to pixel. So now we see that it is a quite problem here. So we go to perspective and we move it a little bit up. So this might do that. Okay, and we should also make it a little bit smaller, I guess. Free transform, make it smaller. Nice. So now maybe align it. Yeah, the yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So now to its original size, and it's like going down again, so we need to fix it. So again, perspective, and make it here nice. So I guess now it's pretty cool. Maybe it's going up a little bit. So perspective again, 1 pixel down. Yeah, now it should be alright. So copy it, paste it, and move it here. You see, it's pretty cool. The lines without any problem. Yes, I guess it's alright. Now we have to take this part of the train and also with the door maybe. Yeah, and then flip it. So with the door, with the entire end of the train. So copy it, paste it. Now we are gonna transform and flip it vertically. Apply. And that's it. So you see that we are out of our image really. We can't. Yeah. So now delete this one, and this part of train should be aligned to these strips. So that's it, and we pretty much have it. No really problem. Oh, it cut off the part. Wow, god damn it. God damn it. Okay, no way. We will solve it another way. I will make here a new this is my resolution, I guess. I have no idea. No, it's not. What's my resolution? What the fuck is my resolution? Properties. I need a resolution. Where is it? Oh, no way. Okay, resolution 1921. Oh yeah, 1920. Oh no. Oh. So pretty big image, and in it we put our train, our trusty train. Let's say we want to save changes because that's the old one. This is our actual one. So we are gonna take here's the window copy. So let's put all of this together because there's nothing to be afraid of. And yeah, put it into our new picture. We delete the stuff behind and we can continue. Wow. Are you kidding me? Why didn't it copy the entire picture? This is really weird. So that's it, and I also should copy the window here. So this is it, and we will copy the part with the ending window from here to here. The entire part of it, we copy it here. We transform it, free transform, and flip horizontally. And we connect it. So you see that this might be the train. Don't tell me. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Why does it cut off the picture? Stupid Photoshop. God damn. So we assemble it together, and you see that this might be pretty much it. The window should be a little bit bigger, but yes, we might do it a little bit bigger. So first of all, align it to this. Then we take off, let's say, this part. We copy it here. We hide the rest. And then this will go to this. And we cut off this part. So now we have something like two parts that are ready to be together. So we might make the window a little bit wider if we wish. So if we wish to. So make it a little bit wider, and then we will be ready to go. Yeah, again, zoom in to be able to align it perfectly. So that's it. And here we are. You see that it looks quite stupid. Oh, fuck. You see that it looks quite stupid here, but no worries. So first of all, we have to realize we have to put all those layers we see together. So we have now one layer, and that's it. So yeah. Now to make this a little bit better, we use the smudge tool again, and gently, really gently smudge it together. For this we will use, just gently smudge it, and so you see it's getting better. Doesn't matter that we make it like this smudged, because it will move anyways. So that's it, and we've got it, I guess. And yeah, awesome. So now to finish it off, we need the top. The top will be hopefully easier to do. Just to copy this again. Nothing hard, maybe. Later on, smudged again. Really, the smudge tool is awesome. Allows you to do some stuff like this. So you see, it pretty much works. So now put all of those together. So we've got it, and as well as this together. Our smudge tool again, make 3 times. make it nice. So now when I have a look at it, you can't really tell the difference. Well, hopefully. And all we have to do here is the rest here, but it might be cut off because it's not really important anymore. So when we take this bottom part, try to get it off. So you see, hopefully it didn't disturb this one. So it's pretty cool, it's nice and it's nearly finished. So here just delete this. Use the tool for it. And that's it. So this is it, and the second one. That's it. So we've got it, and now to move on, do this. So again, copy the part, the entire part. From the black and paste it here. So no stress, just do it randomly. Yeah, and I think we are nearly getting to, yeah, we will have it. It's almost done. So again, our trusty smudge tool, make it nice. Now just delete this, and off we go. So maybe we might I might delete some part of this. Oh, so that's alright. Put it together, and here just smudge the rest to make cool. So yes, this is it. Our work, it's done, except few polishes. For example, changing the number here, making it different for each part of it. For this, for the window, there might be seen the inside of the metro, and because of there is no really we have to just put there something. It doesn't really matter what. I mean, let's say we have a look to metro just like this. God damn it. Inside. So this is it. Maybe, wow, this is yeah, this might be it, or or it just might be transparent. It doesn't really matter. Well, so let's put in our here the crack, which is here. So for this purpose we won't need the train or the window, we will need just the crack. So get the crack, put it here. I don't see it. Oh, so that's it. And oh, are you kidding me? This is not serious. So I want to, yeah, nice. So put it here, and let's transform it. Make it a little bit like this. So yeah, this might be it. And let's say this one, it would be good. So cut off those parts that will not be visible, as well as those, as well as those. This is optional. So yes, we put it behind and we've got it in the window, but we should go to adjustments and make it a little bit, so, and also make it a little bit less visible. So like this, and that's it. That's our train, and that will be going around in the in the subway map. I will definitely when I will finish the subway map, I will make a video, so maybe await it. And that's it. So this is pretty much just to show you how the maps are done. So there's quite a lot of work, but this is just to give you an idea that it is not really easy to make the pictures. And yeah, so see you next time.